KJ Bryant, and it's not just me.
The following program is for adult audiences only.
This nigga said, hold on, this nigga said. That's a fucking lie.
Recently, I just found out that driving the boat was not a sex thing. I don't know.
The cake or the dick?
I'm thinking he was talking about the cake, I guess.
It's not just me.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You so used to doing my shit now. Yes, sir. And we back. Yes, sir.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to It's Not Just Me. I am Wi-Fi.
You was about to say, you ain't know what name is. And it's your boy, Chill Mode.
Alright, so before we got a lot of shit to get to, some shit more interesting than others, but it all happened, so I got at least put my 2 cents in on it. You know what I'm saying? Before we get to our ad lib, Coinbase and Apple Pay just did a deal.
Oh, yeah?
Alright, so just to explain it to y'all in the easiest terms as possible before it becomes a thing, you will be able to transfer money from your Coinbase wallet, which is your crypto wallet, if you're signed up for Coinbase, and use it through Apple Pay. But even more so than that, you will be able to also store cryptocurrency directly in your Apple wallet as a spendable form of currency without you having to, at the point of sale, transfer it out of Coinbase to your iPhone and then use it to spend with. So basically, this is setting up Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of the other more popular cryptos as being something that you can spend every day in everyday shopping, because with Apple Pay already having the infrastructure set up with the beacons everywhere, you can go to 7-Eleven, use Apple Pay. You can go to Royal Farms, use Apple Pay. So now, because Coinbase has partnered with Apple Pay, this is going to make it to where the next logical step is you can go get your morning coffee and buy it with Bitcoin. You can go get your gas and buy it with Bitcoin. So this is the next step in what cryptocurrency is going to be as a viable means of everyday spending.
Now, the value of Bitcoin, do you think that goes up or down?
Well, see, the value of Bitcoin will inherently go up. All right, so it's always going to go up and down, right? Mm-hmm. For a while. It's always going to be like that. But that's what currency does anyways. We just don't really see it happening with our regular currency.
Right.
But yes, it will go up and down based off of how many people buy into it. So the value of Bitcoin is based on how many people are holding Bitcoin. The more people that buy Bitcoin, the higher the value goes up.
That's what I said. But the value is so high now that regular everyday people can't buy a Bitcoin.
Well, see, that's the misconception with cryptocurrency. The value of one Bitcoin could be 100,000. It could be 60,000. It could be 20,000. It could be 5,000. Either way, all people are really doing is buying fractional values of said cryptocurrency. So if you buy, let's say, for instance, I'll give myself for example. So when Bitcoin was down to under 30,000 a month and a half ago, right? Mm-hmm. The money that I dumped into Bitcoin has gone up in value based off the value amount of it hitting back up towards 50,000. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So just say in simple terms, if Bitcoin was 25,000 a Bitcoin today, and I bought $500 worth of Bitcoin, then a month later, Bitcoin is now worth $50,000 a Bitcoin. My $500 is now worth $1,000.
Right.
So I just made money in smaller terms from Bitcoin rising up from being only 30,000 a coin to now it being 49,000.
You just had to buy one coin.
No,
you feel me? That's how it went.
That's
you can tell. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the misconception in there. Like the money that I have locked up in Ethereum right now, I can't spend it because I'm staking Ethereum 2.0. Right. So until the new network launches, I can't actually access my money. But it's been growing with the staking, and I'm making a percentage of interest off of it by using my crypto to basically back the network. But I didn't want to get into a whole deep crypto thing. I just wanted to put this out.
We gotta get into the NFTs because we still ain't did shit with that yet.
All right. Well, speaking of NFTs, your boy Tori.
That's what I'm saying.
so
I've seen it in minutes.
Tori,
a mill.
Yeah.
I need it. We have product. You feel me? We have product.
Yeah, I reached out to some of the developers behind that company, the NFT company, Immersive. So I reached out to them about a couple unrelated things, dealing with some friends of ours,
right,
and some friends of theirs,
right.
But long story short, yes, Tori put out an NFT album. It was 7 tracks. Each track that came with an alternate piece of NFT, a digital collectible, like an art piece. You know what I'm saying? And then it give you access to certain merch. There's a website where the merch was existed for you to shop, look, and buy, but you wouldn't be able to process the payment through your cart without proof of the purchase of the NFT album, right? So there's certain merch that you could buy because I guess this was his website anyways. Right. But there's certain merch that just wasn't. It was available for you to look at, but you wouldn't be able to purchase it without proof of purchase of this NFT album. Okay. He made 1 million copies of it available, $1 a piece. They all sold out in minutes. The resale market actually opens up at the end of next week, or I want to say it's August 24th is when the resale market opens back up. So on that same site that he sold the NFT for $1, the resale market will open up to where a person like me who didn't catch it fast enough, right? I can now go buy a copy of it from someone else who holds a copy of it.
Right. And he would still get paid off.
Exactly.
Of it. So if they sell it for $5, he would get a percentage of that $5.
Whatever percentage that he already pre-set up that's locked into the NFT. So it's an executable smart contract that will just happen on its own when the purchase happens. So if Tori set it up, let's say he set up 10% of all transactions just kick back to his wallet, right? Well, that will mean if they sold it to me for the $1 that they paid for it, they would make 90 cents, and
Tori
that 10 cent would kick up to Tori.
Right.
But this is just an experimental thing because you figure that the value of this Tory Lanez album is probably not going to peak over the typical value of an album.
Right.
Now, 2 selling points that could drive it up. How much in demand are these exclusive art pieces going to be?
Right.
And 2, how much in demand is this inaccessible merch going to be?
Right.
But later on down the line, you're going to start to see artists do the same exact move, except for there won't be 1 million copies available.
Right.
There'll be like 100,000.
But I think the quantity over, I guess, quality. No, it wouldn't be quality. But the quantity of it, the way he did it was smart.
It was smart because there's going to be a massive amount of transactions that are going to happen as soon as the resale market opens because it's at a low enough price point where I'm not afraid to I can make a profit off of it without dragging it up. So I'm probably going to find someone who will sell it to me for $3.
Right.
And they'll make what they made back off of it. They listen to the songs. They probably ripped them already to the library, or I don't know how. I don't know how the content is received, so I don't know if you can do that or not. But I'm pretty confident that I can buy this album myself and resell it when the resale market opens back up without really having to commit a bunch of money to it.
Right.
But if Tory has this set up right, where he's making a percentage every time we trade, it's like trading cards back in the day, or like my homeboy on Facebook had me reminiscing about back in the day when niggas like when the game cartridge was the only way you would get the game in the neighborhood. You know, you knew who you lent your cartridge out to, how many you had out there, who had the newest one on the block, whoever got the new Madden had mad friends that month. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's over his house. Every transaction that happens, he's gonna make a kickback off.
That's what I'm saying, though. He was smart to put the quantity out there. He put the $1 million or $1 million out there at $1, which means more people is going to buy it because of the markdown price.
Right.
So he was able to get $1 million of those off. So now when they resell, even for $10, you get $1 off. All of that's another $1 million.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh
Off
yeah,
of the
he's
resale.
definitely due to make a few more million off of this situation.
Smart as shit.
And-
Opposed to somebody doing 100,000
Right.
at whatever price at $500. You get what I'm saying? Because you know people going to try to kill it. His is going to keep on selling because it's already marked down to a low price. You know what I'm saying? So somebody 2 years from now could buy the shit for $50. You feel me? He'll get what, $5 off of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole thing. Like this digital art shit and these NFTs, this shit lives in Foreverland. So it's like blockchain is only going to continue to get bigger and hold a larger real estate across all media platforms. In our lives and in our world, how the internet was the only thing. Like the internet was the only thing. This was the only mobile, remote way for people to access people to access other shit all across the board. This blockchain shit ain't going nowhere. It's going to actually take up more space.
Right.
There's going to be more ways for you to use it. So NFTs, that even though it seemed like a fad, it isn't. The problem is that it's probably very few people in the world who are smart enough on the technology end of it who can see where NFT is going. We can guess where we would like it to go, but there's so much complex math that goes along with understanding like how this shit works, like on a transactional end. That
is NFT considered crypto?
But that's the thing. It's yes and no. It's not a currency, so it's non-fungible. NFT stands for non-fungible token. So basically, it means that it holds value, but that value can't be liquidated. Okay. Meaning that you can't trade in the Tory Lanez album and cash it out for a money amount, but you can sell it to another person and make money off of it.
This is going to be bigger than any cryptocurrency that's out there. 10 years from now, it's going to be a way of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like how certain paintings hold a value. If it goes to auction somewhere, that painting might be worth $1.4 million today. But 10 years from now, that painting may now be worth $7 million. Right. And if I sell that painting to another person, I'm going to make a profit off of it. But I can't go to a bank and cash out that painting for $7 million. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole idea of an NFT.
But it's digitally.
Right.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, let's get to the ad-lib.
Let's get to the ad-lib. Crypto news has been brought to you by the lovely people over here at Dreamland.
All right.
I'm trying to diversify my bonds, nigga. All right, so this ad lib that Trey filled in right before we started this episode is Trey's plot to a new superhero movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Marvel, you got DC, and now Dreamland enters the game. So, meet our hero, Sugar Tits.
Oh, shit.
A super intelligent casino floor cleaner. A run-in with the Brazilian military leads him to create his alter ego, Big Dick Willie. who is a fat as shit Mega Man with the powers to see right through clothing, kick ass, and move grocery stores.
Yo.
All right, let's start over.
Okay.
Meet our hero, Sugar Tits, a super intelligent casino floor cleaner.
Yeah.
After a run-in with the Brazilian military, it leads him to create his alter ego, Big Dick Willie, who's a fat as shit Mega Man with the powers to see right through clothing, kick ass, and move grocery stores. He terribly battles the military with his girlfriend, Jess with the mess. Eventually, it is discovered that our hero's longtime colleague, White Girl, distinguished by her big nose, is trying to turn Big Dick Willie into a weapon, leading to a climactic, if pointless, battle in downtown Los Angeles with an evil version of the same giant alter ego called Long John Silver. So Big Dick Willie battles it out with Long John Silver.
Oh no. I ain't know what the story was. I just picked names.
Eventually the enemy is subdued by poking him with a wrench. In the final scene, Orlando Brown appears, proposing to join the team.
Out of all the people.
Orlando Brown just shows up like,
Hey yo.
like he was Batman trying to create the Justice League.
This sounds like a badly produced porno. Oh, that just went all the way left.
Big Dick Willie and Jess with the mess, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think Marvel is picking this up.
Nah, they gonna wonder what the fuck we talking about.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, so everybody knows that the streets is watching.
Yeah.
But on the internet, the tweets is watching. All right, so Lil Nas X vows to return to cowboy era after, and he legit said this, after the gay era is over with.
Ain't it the same thing?
All right, time out.
Oh, no.
So, in a recent tweet, he indicated that after his newest album arrives, he'll be swapping out his current image of gay Nas for cowboy Nas.
Hey, Nas got to sue that nigga.
All right, yeah.
He got to sue him.
We have to, you know what? We have to say Nas X. We just got to say Nas X. Because, look, I was just saying it because you knew who I was talking about,
right,
and
right.
everyone else knows who we're talking about, but you're right. Just for me to just say Nas and not specify by putting the X at the end of it is disrespectful as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So to the real Nas, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I thought that was more interesting than maybe other people read into it, because I say to myself, okay, so I don't think he's going to be any less gay a year from now than he is today, right?
Right.
However, I'm wondering, you know, is he playing puppet master with the audacity of the flamboyance that has happened and transpired over the past couple? But like I said, niggas have been outraged publicly. There's a bunch of outraged people at everything he's been doing the past couple months. And I remember myself saying on this show, yo, the more outraged you get, the more he's going to push the envelope. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go hard, just as hard pause as you guys are going with the outrage. You know what I'm saying? And now that he
Yo. Hey, you cannot say nothing homo while you are talking about Nas X. Oh man, we gotta find different words.
But think about it. Okay. Joe. Like him saying that makes it sound to me like you is playing puppet master, baiting. You've been baiting this thing all along, and you've been riding this gay ticket, You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you're not a. I'm not saying that you are a fake gay person. We're not saying that.
Right.
I'm just saying that maybe you've been riding this gay ticket super hard.
No,
Paul.
you have to think about it. Oh man,
You know what I'm trying to say.
but we have to think about it though. For him to make the decision to come out as gay, to make that announcement, coming off of
I'll give you an example.
a number one song, right? He had to think about the negatives and the positives.
Right.
So when he made the decision, he already made the decision that if I'm going to do it, I'm going to all the way do it. Whatever, fuck what anybody say, fuck, you feel me?
Facts.
And then once he did it and he seen that he essentially can't be stopped, you feel me? Now it's like egging him on even more. You know what I'm saying? Because now he has a crowd that only him really is like, he's only openly gay artist, period, I think.
Well, no.
And even in other genres.
No, he's not. Just in rap. Just the only
right,
rap
I
one.
don't know.
Because remember, he didn't intend to be a rap artist. And if he did, then you're listen, I'm not saying he's a smart guy. Let me just say that. He's obviously a smart guy, right? But if you intended to be a rapper all along, then you're smarter than I've ever given you credit for. Because I believe you when you say you wanted to be a country music guy. Right. You were just making what you thought was a catchy black kid cowboy song in this era that could catch on.
Right.
I've heard other white country music stars use hip hop elements over the past 5 years in songs.
Course, yeah.
So this was not out of the ordinary for an artist to come out to say they wanted to be a country music artist and have a song that mirrors some hip hoppy shit.
Right.
Because he was a black kid, they kicked him out of country music and made his song chart as a hip hop song. Mm-hmm. We should have minded our own fucking business back then. We should have minded our own fucking business back then. Yeah. That's where the problem lies. That's when it all started. We should have just stayed the fuck in our hip hop lane and let country music people do as they do.
More power to
hindsight is 2020, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Nicki Minaj, according to Twitter always uncovers shit that you would never really think about paying attention to. So Nicki Minaj's name, I guess, was Mrs. Petty on Twitter. Mm. And then her husband, had to reach a plea deal in California recently after failing to register as Yeah. And now she changed her name back to Nicki Minaj on Twitter. I don't know. This is what Twitter says. I really have no opinion on this. I don't want to weigh in on that.
Mean, she's back to being an artist.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that just means some music is coming out.
Why did I got to do anything with her husband being?
Because it was coincidental timing.
Oh, well.
All right, so Twitter debates Lil Wayne versus Future in a hypothetical versus. Who do you got winning that?
That's not fair. Why
do you say it's not fair for who?
For Future.
Why isn't it fair for Future?
He don't got enough time. I'm not saying he don't have the same caliber of songs. He just don't have enough time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what kind?
Wayne has been there for 22, 23 years, bro. He's been in. Future got a good 10 on him. Okay. Wayne 20 is going to be different than Future 20. Just how we seen, for example, the Locks and the Dipset. Everybody thought Dipset had, you feel me, strong enough songs, and they was popping when they was out. You feel me? Like, they was popping. But Locks just got longevity. You feel me? They played some shit from like 95 and niggas was
Right.
like, oh shit.
And
You feel me?
because I think Versus, I think that Versus has created sub verses of itself. Like they created different categories of verses. And I think that we have to distinguish which one we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, in that verses, there was a performance factor of like the Locks being a group like that, and Dipset was more like a crew, and you could see it.
Right.
You could see it.
Right.
Like you could the energy was different, and it made it to where it was no longer about hits. The Locks was winning with songs that weren't necessarily hits,
It was about the
even
performance.
in its time. Like back when those songs were out, some of those songs weren't the hit records of that time.
But it was more
But they-
of a hit than what they put it up against.
It-
I mean, no, it was a whole performance factor that
Right.
had to do with it. It was the whole New York vibe that had to do with it. You feel me? It
Where
was
Versus is becoming less about hits and more about the overall performance factor, the nostalgia. Like it's becoming more and more
But
of
that's
a
what
show.
I always said. though.
Right.
Before, you feel me, people was just trying to go song for song, but then that's when we started talking about the impact and whatever. Now that I guess Trilla's picked it up. You feel
Right.
me? It's more formatted now. You feel me? So it could attract more of a crowd.
Right.
So now the performance factor plays a part. You know what I'm
And that's
saying?
why it's unfair for Wayne, you would say. I mean, unfair for Future to have to go against Wayne.
No, I think performance-wise, I think both of them would give you a good show.
I think
I'm
Future would
saying-
hold his own more than we would expect if he was able to pick. If we pick the 20 best Future joints, he can hold it. He can hold it down longer than we going to give him credit for
No,
against
that's not what I'm saying.
the
I'm
20
saying
best Wayne joints.
Future
But Wayne's gonna
definitely
win.
has,
Yeah.
and against anybody else, 20 that'll fuck somebody
he
up.
got a massive.
But what
20.
I'm saying is, all right, if Wayne played Go DJ, right? He performed Go DJ, and Future played Tony Montana. You get what I'm saying? Which is both, you feel me, on the
Right.
beginning of the, you feel me? Which is going to hit better? Go DJ.
Right.
You feel me? Because, boom, this what plays a factor too. The crowd. And the crowd, the age of the crowd, the you get what I'm saying? Because to where if you have a younger crowd that might have not experienced the beginning of Wayne's career, you feel me? Because Go DJ came out, I was probably in like 6th or 7th grade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was young. So niggas that's younger than me, I know like my little brothers don't know shit about, you feel me, Carter 1, Carter 2, and you feel me, 500 degrees, all that shit. You
Right,
feel
right.
me? They know about Carter 4, 5, 6. You feel me? But he was already who he was by then. But what I'm saying is, it hits different with that crowd, or who's watching, who's tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes a difference. To where with the Dipset and the Locks, the crowd was a little older. You get what I'm saying? Opposed to somebody like me in the crowd, 30 years old, I probably would have been bumping with Dipset all night.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? But because the crowd was older, they played those early Biggie hits. You feel me? They had with Biggie and what they had with Lil Kim. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that hit different. You feel me? 100 guns, 100 clips. You know, that hit different
Yeah,
for that
yeah.
older New York
Yeah,
crowd. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with it, but it wasn't what they like. Oh, you feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Nah, I totally get it. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, this goes back to This goes back to us saying it's only like Hove. You can only put maybe 3 people against Hove. Ye, Drake, and Wayne.
Right.
You feel me? That group right there, you can only put them up against.
Right.
That
It was just the internet or Twitter
No,
in
we gonna do
particular
it. We gonna
was making
see.
it seem like that Future was just getting washed,
Nah.
just like straight up. And I'm just like,
It wouldn't be fair.
it depends on what type
Now,
of
first,
verses we talking
He
about.
would get washed. He would get washed.
But
To Wayne. Wayne got mixtape shit.
Right,
that'll
right.
bro.
All right,
Come
all
on,
right,
we're not
all
even.
right, all right,
He could do 20 mixtape, 20 album songs for you. You feel me? And Future, my guy. You know, that's my boy. So you know what I'm
if
saying.
you say it, I got.
Nah, Wayne would watch. Wayne would watch maybe Drake. I ain't even gonna put it past that. You feel me? A good 20 hard Wayne mixtape included. He might watch Drake. Cause Drake set, you gonna get some soft shit. You feel me? You gonna get some singing. You gonna get. You feel me? Wayne is coming at you. Even if he played, even if he did How to Love, you feel me, son?
All right, what you want to do? You want to do a Drake Wayne versus?
We could.
All right,
We could. That would be the only one.
All right.
I think Wayne can only go up against her.
I gotta hear it play out.
Yeah.
All right, so SZA says it's disrespectful to create a hip hop holiday in the same era that states begin to ban teaching about racism. Now, this past Wednesday was the first, hip hop national day or whatever the fuck, and there has been a banning of what's called critical race theory. The theory of examining the role race and racism plays in the creation and perpetuation of structural and institutional elements of the
Nigga, I would've
United
just
States.
skipped the word. You
It
better
also
than me.
theorizes that disparate racial outcomes are the result of these institutional dynamics rather than just intentional prejudices in individuals. So, a long story less long. Critical race theory has to do with teaching about racism, the civil rights movement, United States history, and all things that lead to the fucked up shit black people had to go through. These things are getting banned in the educational curriculum in some states.
Now hear me out. I don't think it's the school system job to teach those type of things. We have to, because they're not going to teach it properly.
Right.
They're not going to give you the real history behind Columbus Day, the real history behind Thanksgiving, the real history behind all of these type of shits. You get what I'm saying? I think it's important for us to, in the house, teach this. You get what I'm saying? Don't leave it up to, excuse my language, these crackers. You feel me? Because how is they going to tell us about us?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, just me in my personal life. Me, my kid's mother, my youngest son mother. Since before he was born, we talked about homeschool because
Right.
there's certain principles that we believe in. As far as religion, you feel me? As far as school things, you feel me? And my son is very advanced, so he understands with a very articulate mind. You get what I'm saying? Like, he asks questions, he asks why, so he dives deep into certain things.
Right.
So we came up like, listen, we gonna have to do this homeschool thing. You feel me? Like, we gonna teach him what he's supposed to learn, but he's not gonna be taught the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way we think about it. But I don't see nothing wrong with it. To me, math, I don't see no point of teaching history, period, because all of it is a lie.
Right.
The history class in elementary, all that shit is bullshit. Math, science, some type of computer tech classes. I took coding and typing classes and all that type of. I think that's important to learn, especially now.
Yeah.
You feel me? All of those type of, you feel me, skill classes. You feel me? Like, that should be in curriculum. Like, we shouldn't know why Columbus sell the motherfucking, what he sell? I don't even remember the shit.
Right.
Now. Like, it's pointless.
Look, I agree with SZA. Just due to the fact that maybe it's not that I agree with SZA. Maybe it's that I never saw the hip hop holiday as a win in the first place. To me, it was more like a PR move. Like, America loves hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't give a fuck about that
you
shit.
know how
yo.
people say count your blessings? I say don't count them. Just let them pile
just
up.
let them
man.
pile up.
You
know
feel
what I'm
me?
saying?
So, hey, just let it go ahead and pile up. We gotta take what we could get in 2021. Our culture is being recognized. Just take it. You know, take it for what we had a black president not too long ago. You feel me? We are moving forward in some type of way. We're not going to get a whole, you feel me, shebang. You feel me on the first on the first date.
A shebang.
Yeah, I ain't know what else to call it.
Hey, yo, the shebangs, the chips, yo.
I ain't never had them.
Oh, you ain't never had them? Oh, man.
Besides when you put them in the joint.
The shebangs.
Yo.
All right, so PJ Washington is paying Brittany Renner $200,000 a month. Sheesh.
First of all,
salute to you, soldier.
why did he get a divorce? I would have made that bitch suffer.
No. That's not what happened. Listen, she got with the nigga, got pregnant, had the baby, and then said, "I'm done." She can do that.
They wasn't married?
I guess not.
He's paying $200,000 in child support?
Yeah.
Not spousal support?
Listen, I can only tell you. I can only tell you what. I can only tell you what the article told me.
Lord Jesus.
I can only tell you what the
That
article told
just
me.
made America that much harder for a black man.
Hey, we don't know if any of this shit is true or not, but you know, just like I know that fucking Twitter is always watching.
He is paying damn near the same thing Dr. Dre paying and making a whole lot less.
Yeah.
200,000.
This is probably fake news.
He don't even make.
I hope for him this
He
is
can't
just fake.
make. He can't make 200,000 a month.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope this is fake as shit. Or
How much is his? Nah, his game checks might be like 200-something thousand a game.
see. Let's find out. I can't believe I have to look this up now. Let's see. Ding, 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 ding. PJ Washington. This year he will earn $4.2 million.
Sheesh. And
200,000 times
12.
Yeah, he can afford it.
No, he can't.
He can.
200,000.
200,000.
That's $2 million.
Yeah,
2.4 million.
he making 4.2. He got it.
Oh, fuck. Yo.
Maybe this ain't as much as a rumor as we thought it was. He can afford it, yo.
That's fucked up, though.
Yeah.
He making 4.2 and he got to give away more than half.
Yeah.
She gonna have more money than him.
Hey, listen, I've had 65% of my income smashed off of my checks before, once upon a time. So, and I wasn't making shit. So, a nigga who making 4.2, believable. It's plausible.
That's crazy.
All right. So, let's go into a little bit of shit that happened on Instagram. Whack 100 and 6ix9ine and DJ Academics stirred up a bunch of shit. It started out with DJ Academics launched his podcast Off the Record. and that was an interview where Whack 100 and 6ix9ine sat down across from each other and basically did a bunch of arguing and co-signing and a bunch of other shit that turned into the conclusion that 6ix9ine it was a citizen all along, and he was just telling the truth. 6ix9ine trying to convince Whack 100 that he was an actual gang member and that he did snitch. I was thoroughly confused about a whole lot of what was going on in this conversation. But then it's what happened afterwards that's just been going crazy. So then 6ix9ine pops up on Clubhouse. Whack 100 and him are on Clubhouse stirring up shit along with DJ Academics. Jim Jones somehow gets thrown into the mix. Now Jim Jones and Whack 100 are going back and forth, yakking.
Yeah, Jim Jones is cool with Mel Murder. Whole time Jim Jones is OG in this shit.
Right.
You feel me? So I don't know if you heard tapes. You watched this shit. You heard him on this shit. So yeah. That's how he gets thrown into the whole shit. So
there's these allegations that are being thrown around in reference to some gun case that disappeared, that people are using to allege that Jim Jones is an informant himself, da-da-da-da-da-da. But then some questionable paperwork popped up on the internet involving Freaky Zeke and trying to name him as an informant, and all kinds of having something to do with a drug felony in North Carolina and some blah 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 blah. I'm just saying that the trickle down effect of DJ Academics podcast created like 2 weeks worth of beefs
all across
the internet, and it's not going nowhere. I mean, 21 Savage has apparently been in it because him and Whack 100 was going against and threatening each other. Then 21 Savage apparently banned Whack 100 from Atlanta. Then Billy Idol and some other dudes just banned Whack 100 from New York, from Brooklyn, and it's just all kinds of shit that's just been spanning from an interview.
Look, let me further the conversation, right? So after that, I seen to where Academic said after the interview, Shotty called him from jail. And Shotty disclosed some information about 6ix9ine that made Academic question 6ix9ine's whole whatever. He didn't say what it was, but my thing, and he said it had something to do with Shotty denying him fucking 6ix9ine being mother. And the reason why he did it or something like that. But when he asked 6ix9ine about it, 6ix9ine knew exactly what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now, my question to you is, what do you think that possibly was?
I have no idea.
It's got to be some gay shit. It gotta be some gay shit.
What do you
gotta
mean?
be.
What do you mean?
Because the way you got, all right, off air, we gonna watch it so you can see what I'm saying. Right. The way he was putting it, it was on some, well, Shotty fucked my baby mother because something, or whatever. In my head, the only thing I could think of, and if you was fucking another bitch, that would have been, you feel me?
I don't know.
Wait till you watch it. You'll get my point. That's it. That nigga was fucking little boys, man.
Who was?
6ix9ine.
I don't know, yo.
That nigga was 6ix9ine. All right.
That's a stretch, yo. I don't know. Pause. All right.
You know I'll be right. Son.
Look, Kanye West.
Son, you know I'll be right. All right, go ahead.
All right. Kanye West stole Infinity God's design after having a meeting with them. So basically, there's this group of designers, two dudes out of they have a company called Infinity Gods, right? They designed some clothing They somehow got a meeting with Kanye West in Atlanta. They signed some NDAs. They went and met him at the stadium. They showed him some clothing samples. There was like the Star of David with a cross in the middle, and there was like an infinity symbol wrapped around the cross, right? That's basically their logo. All right. Kanye's like, yeah, ooh, I love the design. This shit's dope. Da da da. I'm gonna get up with y'all. They left. Then Kanye did his Donda show, put out the merch and shit, right? And the merch that got the Star of David with the cross in the middle, he just ain't put the infinity logo on it. You know what I'm saying? So allegedly the Kanye merch that he's selling for the Donda album, he really stole from these other niggas, and they are suing him.
Sounds about right. Because if you think about it, it's kind of similar to what he did to Drake. You feel me? Drake came in, gave him some ideas, and he sent Drake on his way. He said, next thing he know, he sent me this scoopity doop bop boop. You feel me? And he got albums coming out, and you feel me? Yo, it's in Kanye's character. He just Walmarted another person. Yeah. He sued Walmart for making fake Yeezys. Now he's getting sued for making fake infinity stars.
All right. Well, Jack Dorsey, he tweeted out that Kanye should put Donda out as it is now, and then continue to update it until he feels like it's finished. So rather than him not release it and continue to work on the album, that he should drop it and let us hear it as he makes his tweaks and adjustments to it. Interesting that he would pitch that. Kanye West kind of did that with Life of Pablo. If you guys remember, Life of Pablo came out in one form, and then Kanye West changed some things about the album, and it sounded different like a week or two later. You know what I'm saying? The album itself that he uploaded. So it kind of like evolved after it came out, which was something you can only do on digital. But Kanye West obviously didn't do that. But then again, 11 songs just mysteriously just leaked and are floating around the internet that don't sound fully complete yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So maybe he did listen to what Jack Dorsey had to say.
Right. Kanye shit don't get leaked. You feel me? Like, it's a purpose.
Future and Britney are both selling merch. Pray for me and pray for him. Pray for her and pray for him have been trending pretty much all week. And you can go to the Free Band shop, or you can go to her little website. And
Britney who?
Britney, Future's baby mom.
I don't know. He got too many now.
Yeah. So apparently, there were some arguments happening.
Oh, I seen it. You know, I seen
right,
it.
of course.
Your mom's a hoe.
Yeah.
And he got a hoodie out.
Yeah.
That says your mother's a hoe with the blue.
Yeah.
I gotta get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it. He's the GOAT.
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis don't take showers every day. They were so this is like this has become news, I guess, because they were on a podcast with some other white people, and they were all talking about their bathing habits or lack thereof, and it sounded like totally normal behavior that they didn't bathe often or bathe their kids often and blah 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 blah. So then there has been like a revolution of other white actors coming out saying, I don't bathe on a regular basis either. Like Jake Gyllenhaal and Ice-T's wife Coco and blah blah blah. So now it's become a debate, and Cardi B has jumped into the conversation, confused as most of us are about why are people telling the world about how often they don't bathe.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, now you don't have an opinion?
I don't know. I mean, listen. Of course, bathe every day. Make sure you're clean. If you ain't doing shit, then I'm not saying go out in the world and stink. No, if you stink, then yeah, go ahead. I ain't gonna sit here and say that it ain't been days that I ain't. You feel me?
Right.
But shit, fuck it. Who am I to judge? God damn it. But white people don't bathe. Period. Like white people, even when they do take showers, they don't shower.
Is that true?
Yeah, you ain't seen it. The lady said she just washed her hair, and the soap just dripped down her body, and that's her cleaning herself.
You did show me that one time.
Yeah, what is wrong with you, lady? And I get out. What do you mean you get out, ho? You ain't wash your pussy.
Moving on. Summer Walker does not think hip hop is as cool as it used to be, particularly rappers. There's not a whole lot to unpack here. She pretty much is just saying that like niggas was cool back then, literally player as fuck. You know what I'm saying? She started naming, some names of some rappers, but all in all, in the conversation that she was making was that rappers back in the day had a cool factor that she believes they lack now. This has been something that I've been hearing a lot of people say lately. Like this is becoming the next little new narrative as R&B has really been taken off, and how a lot of the charts outside of a selected few of niggas who's been able to hold it down for themselves, you know what I'm saying, charting wise, culture wise, and selling wise. It's safe to say that in rap, women have generated a larger dollar amount, it would seem, than your typical male rappers. R&B has seen a huge rise in how much of the space it takes up. You know what I'm saying? Does she have a point here? Is the cool factor starting to be missing from our male rap stars?
No. To me, to her, she's in the industry now, so it probably takes away the nostalgia and the aura of a celebrity or a rapper. She dated a producer, is her baby father, so the whole stereotype probably plays with her, you feel me, as far as rappers and females and sex and, you feel me, the whole thing, you feel me. So she probably have a biased opinion with her being a celebrity herself. But you have to think, this is the most that our culture has moved. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the most our culture has been imitated. This is the most our culture has been bought into. This is the most money our culture has made in the industry. You feel me? In the entertainment industry. So how can you say we are less cooler? You know what I'm saying? And the people that was back then is trying to catch up to the niggas now. You feel me? Hov is, you feel me? He has a whole different thing about him, but he still try to be in a certain light. You feel me? He still got to wear certain shit. You feel me? He might have a Audemars, but it might be the most expensive Audemars. You feel me? Like, he's still with the times. Nas is trying to come back in and get with the shit. You feel me? Like, the rappers that's out now, you feel me, is the coolest people in the world.
Right.
You feel me? Future, you feel me? Anything he does, it trends. Drake is the coolest motherfucker in the world. Young Thug is one of the most influential people in fashion that's a rapper. You feel me? He's been to all the fashion houses, shows, and you feel me? We are one of the top fashion cultures. You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
People look to us to how to dress, how to talk, how to, You feel me? That's because of the entertainers, man. So I don't know what she's talking about. She a woman scorned. I don't know. Dare I not say?
All right, so there you go. Got it from a real one, which leads us right into Ask a Real One. All right, so a girl approaches you and says, "Pretend we're friends. I'm being followed." What would you do? So like you're walking down the street. It's probably nighttime, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Girl walks up to you. It's like, "Hey, pretend we're friends. Someone's following me."
Yeah, you gotta go with it. You gotta go because you don't know what's at the end of this road.
Yeah.
I think I would put my arm around her. You feel me? I just be like, laugh. You just gotta laugh. Just start laughing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I'm a cool person like that. I wouldn't be like, I don't know.
But in my mind, I would wonder, like, because you gotta understand. Of course, I would help. I know that I would help, but I would help without fully appreciating how dangerous whatever that I was getting ready to help out could be.
You know what we think.
You know what I'm saying?
We like, oh shit, this bitch just landed in my lap. Thank you, God. Oh shit, what you doing? We are friends. We are. We don't have to pretend. What are you doing tonight? Where are you going? You want to go to the bar? Yeah. No.
Hey,
You smoke?
yeah.
That's one of my first. You smoke? We could really be friends. Like we don't have to pretend. No, we don't have to.
Oh man. All right.
I guess that's how that ever happened. Men is just sick. We are just sick.
So Chelsea says, "What does it mean when a guy kisses your forehead?" She says, "For context, I have a lot of mutual friends in common. He's a few years younger than me. So, basically, they've been kicking it, chilling. They have been, the movie was on, maybe, So they were watching a movie, chilling.
Okay.
Netflix and chilling.
Okay.
She thought they were going to smash.
Oh, okay.
They didn't smash.
Okay.
But they were kind of cuddling and shit, and they're both about to fall asleep watching the movie, and he pulls her close and kisses her on the forehead, falls asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What do that mean?
she wants to know, what does that mean?
Listen, girl. That man loves you. I don't know how long it's been. I don't know. But somewhere in his head, you are his comfort pillow, and he's just happy that you are there. He didn't want the pussy right then.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's more than sex. That's what it means. It's more than sex.
You think the forehead kiss is like trying to like little sister you, but it's not. Listen, we're not wired in that way for the forehead kiss to mean that. Only in certain white rom-coms, and they're preferably like the teenage high school kind, does the forehead kiss mean something bad?
No.
In all other aspects, the forehead kiss is a good thing. Right. In our minds, it's cute.
Right.
It's like it's the cute thing that the guy who doesn't do cute shit does.
Right. To let you know that it's not all about sex.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Yes, I do the forehead kiss. If you was wondering,
I love the forehead kiss because yeah.
We ain't shit. We ain't shit.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing. So yeah, enjoy. If you do get forehead kisses, ladies, enjoy it because it means a lot. All right, next one.
Okay, so this person who wanted to remain anonymous for obvious reasons said, "Why are so many guys insecure about the dick size?"
Oh shit! Because the ones that are insecure got little dicks.
Well, she wants to know why they're insecure about it.
Why are they insecure about their little dicks? What do you mean? Like the ones that are insecure, why are they insecure?
Because it's of women or porn.
I was about to say it is y'all fault why men is you feel me?
Right.
I guess ashamed of
I don't
how
think
big
that men
their
would.
dick is.
I don't think that men would care if women didn't originally care. I don't think that men would care. Like I think the first man ever in existence that felt insecure about the size of his shit, it was probably because of a woman. It wasn't because he woke up and thought about that. You know what I'm saying?
He probably didn't even know.
He probably didn't. Yeah.
He probably thought he was doing something. But what women do, as soon as you get in the argument, the first thing they want to attack is your ego.
Exactly.
And what is the biggest part of your ego? Your dick size. And to make you feel less of a man, what do? Attack your dick size. So, ladies, it is your fault why men are out here insecure about their dick size and killing themselves, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So don't be mad at us. Or I can't even put myself in that. Don't be mad at them. It's your fault.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Next one.
Emma wants to know,
Emma.
what do men do to avoid being labeled as a creep? Now, she wants to frame it by saying, not what do creepy men do to not want to be creepy, but like, what are some things that could be totally normal, but that you may avoid doing because so someone doesn't take it in the wrong way? You know what I'm saying?
Say hi.
Yeah, like
Listen, to women, I think any stranger that talks to them is a creep. You get what I'm saying? Like, I be hesitant to even say hi to females just because I'm like, oh no, don't talk to me, you a creep. You feel me? But to avoid the creepiness, just don't act on anything that you say. I mean, that you think, fellas. If you're thinking it, do not do it. That is just how you avoid being a creep.
I never ask for directions. Now, mind you, let me frame this by saying that I'm not saying that I'm afraid to talk to a woman. Like, if I mean to want to speak to you with the purpose of trying to get your number or trying to have more than just a quick hello with you, like if I'm purposely pursuing you in that way, you're not included in this. What I mean is that if it's just me outside and I'm lost, right, and I see a woman walking down, I'm probably not going to ask you for directions, because when I approach you off the rip, I don't want you to give me that energy that you might give me if you don't feel like a nigga trying to holler at you, because you haven't even given me the opportunity for you to see if that was what I was trying to do in the first place.
In that predicament, I don't even make eye contact. Mm-hmm. Like, fuck even asking the question. I'll figure the shit out.
Right.
Like, I don't want to feel like a creep that much that even if you're pretty and if I see you, and if just by your walk sometimes you could tell if a female want to be bothered. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Like, I'm not going to walk behind. Look, I'm not walking behind you.
Yeah, that's the one.
Just because
that's the
you
one.
will think I'm looking at your ass, and I probably have looked at your ass a couple times. So just out of mutual respect, I'm not walking behind you.
No. All right, boom. This happened to us the other day, right? So we walking in the store, right? And two females walk in front of us, right? We just walking. And it just so happened that we didn't turn at the first aisle, and they probably expected us to turn. So I felt like they probably think we following them. You feel me? Like, we walking behind them. We both of us done passed a couple of hours, and I'm like, they probably think we following them. We probably some creeps to them right now. Cause Shorty looked back and she looked at me like, why are they still walking behind us? Like, we on electronics, goddamn. But yeah, it's shit like that.
Yeah, that definitely happened to us when we was walking in dark. And I'm thinking it the whole time.
Yeah.
And mind you, it's funny that you said that because neither one of us have acknowledged that we both were thinking that until just now. But we were both thinking the same thing.
But you know why we both thinking the same?
Because
we was creeping, dog. I was looking smack at that bitch ass. I was looking at that shit the whole time. I was looking. That shit had a jiggle and all that shit, dog.
Listen, I walk right past all crying children unless I clearly see like an injury. Like I have to see some type of injury where it's like, all right, I need to spring into action and help, or that we're so far in the middle of nowhere that it's obvious that this kid is lost. But if I just see like a crying child and I just don't happen to see the parents that close in the vicinity, I have to assume that the moment I try to help, a parent is going to fly around the corner, and I just don't want
you lost, little boy. You want me to help you find your mother? Yeah, you automatically a petty right there. Listen, off topic, right? But this has nothing to do with this. But look, right? I'm standing in 7-Eleven the other day, right? There's a white mom with her white son and shit, right? So he messing with the little hot dog trays and shit, the little hot dog shit. So she popped the shit out of them, right? And in my head, I'm like, oh, I've never seen this before, right? And the little boy looked at me, right? You know how you think of some shit, right? I looked out loud. I was like, don't look at me to help. And she looked at me and started laughing. I'm like, damn, I ain't mean to say that out loud. But that nigga looked at me like I was supposed to do that. I ain't telling nobody, nigga. Right. You just got popped. But yeah, I understand. Yeah, fellas, just don't act on what you think, all right? That's all you got to do. Don't be a creep. And don't help little kids that are alone crying in the store by themselves. Yeah,
just walk right past them.
Walk away.
You know,
trust me, you might feel bad, but the results you would live. All right, what we got next?
All right, we got dating over 30.
Okay.
All right, so Kalinda says, what does it mean when a man says there was no connection? She said she went out to dinner. They was dating, they was chilling, they had a vibe, it seemed like, you know, they had a few conversations. The conversation flowed decently. She said she even offered to pay half the bill for dinner. Then, you know, he paid for the whole bar tab, you know, that there wasn't really any sparks flying or whatever, you know. Then she went home, he went home, and then they ain't really talk. Then they finally talked, and she's like, yo, like, what's going on? And he basically said there was no connection. And now she's confused as to what that means. I am starting to get confused at some of these questions that we're getting, but I'm not confused at all. You women really actually think this, to where I think she's confused as to not what does it mean when he says he has there was no connection, but you don't think that was supposed to matter to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll tell you what it meant.
No. All right, go ahead. You what it mean?
This is what it meant. You may think that the night went fine. You may think the conversation flowed easily. You may think that was a good date. But there's something about the things that you guys talked about, or the way that the interaction was, that he didn't feel like he wanted to fuck with you. Like, for me, I know whether or not I can be around a person for an extended period of time. So there's definitely been women who I've met that physically would, yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I knew that I could only handle but so much of you at a time, because there was just fundamentally we weren't on the same type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not good for each other. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know.
But that doesn't mean that I wasn't going to continue to pay for the dinner that I asked you out on, or maybe we did go out for drinks because I was still trying. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because we're here now. Right. We're here now. I'm at least trying to do that. But yeah, after obviously you went home and he didn't get that, he's like, all right, well.
Right.
He slow ghosted.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what it means, right? I'm gonna put it as simple as possible. You ain't his old bitch. As simple as that. There was no connection. You don't remind him of the last bitch he was with, which he was in love with, and you feel me? You don't remind him of her. You get what I'm saying? So now he have to do a whole nother get used to, and it's going to take a whole however long to get used to you. You feel me? It was no connection. You don't remind me of her. You don't do shit that she do. You don't like the shit that she like. We don't talk about the shit that she talk about. It was no connection. All right. That's what that mean. You ain't this old bitch.
Isabella says, how do working class men in their 30s date? You know, guys who work in fast food, warehouses, retail, whatever.
Fast food? I hope you ain't in fast food unless you a manager or something. So, I don't.
How do we date over 30?
Okay, I could say this.
Yeah.
Since turning 30, because I'm new to the 30 and up club, I started buying more flowers. I started doing I guess it ain't straight to the sex no more. You get what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? All I had was conversation, baby girl. I don't know if it's because I got a little bit of money now, but I buy flowers. We could go on a date. We could, you feel me, movies. We could go out to eat somewhere. You feel me? I ain't really taking no vacation or nothing like that. But
right.
I guess it's more of catering, because I didn't do no catering in my 20s at all. Like, at all. But as soon as I turned 30, I felt the urge to, like, let me cater to you. Let me cater. Like, let me buy you something. I wanna buy you something nice. Is that a difference? No?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't do it.
I mean, I'm reading more of what she put here, and it seems to be this is more of a question about money. Like, how do, like, working class men, like people who make, she said, if you make, how does a person who doesn't make a lot of money date on a regular basis in their 30s?
Girl,
I don't think that's a real question.
Yes, it is.
I think that there's two types of people in the world. Period. There's people who are look. There's definitely dudes who play into the reality of the expectations early, and there's other people that raise the bar really high and hope that they can smash before you figure out that they don't really got it like that. You know what I'm saying? There's two types of people. It's one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Or somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
No, see, all right, I think I know what she's asking, right? This is how you date as a working minimum wage, I guess, worker. She said, all right. You do all the small, cute things. Everything, you feel me? You never make it about money. So boom. You wanna date? Let me cook for you. You feel me? Let's have a picnic. Let's go to lunch. Listen, this is how simple girls is. You could go to lunch in the park and make some sandwiches, and they'll love it. You feel me? Girls might be more picky of what type of sandwich or what they want with their sandwich, but you feel me? That's simple. Babe, let's go work out in the gym. Babe, let's go for a walk.
I've never actually went on a picnic in real. I think I can't.
You ain't never been a broke nigga.
I can't.
I done did all the broke. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. My whole 20s, I done did all the broke shit. You feel me? So, you feel me? It's little shit. Babe, let's go to my family picnic. My family cookout, I mean. You feel me? It's the little small shit. You feel me?
Actually, you know what? Let me say. It wasn't necessarily a picnic, but this one chick got me to go like camping one time, and we like cooked outside and
shit.
ate in the tent or whatever. Yeah. Now I did do that, you know what I'm saying? But I never had an actual picnic on like the picnic blanket with the basket and the yada yada. Yeah.
When I was with Shayna, I'm trying to tell you, I ain't had no money. I had to do wash the dishes. Nigga, motherfucking pick her up from work on time. Early, nigga. You feel me? Like,
see, now technology done got to where I just get her an Uber
or something. You need money for that. You can't do it.
I can order the food, even if I'm cooking, I could have the food delivered to the crib when I get there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see. But if you ain't got no money, you can't order shit. What you gonna do?
Right.
What you gonna do? Play ball.
You wanna know what it is? I tell you what it is with me. I always been a nigga to where when I ain't got it like that, that's when I make up the excuses to not see you.
Oh,
because I can't, and it's not even because I can't do what you want to do. It's because I can't do what I want to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So if I can't do what I want to be doing,
you don't want to do shit.
I ain't trying to do shit.
You know what I was famous for? Say if you feel me, bitch, give me some money, right? Nigga, I go buy her something with the money she gave me, goddamn. Come on with some roses or something like that. Yeah, fuck it. You can't say I was selfish. What the fuck you talking about? That's how you date as a broke nigga. Okay. One-on-one. All right. Who's that? Isabel. Isabel, that's how you do it, shawty.
All right. Those stupid questions. There's just sometimes stupid people who ask stupid questions.
Yeah.
Humans kill flies because they annoy us.
Right.
Not for food. Do any other animals kill species for no reasons other than food or defense?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think cats and mice sometimes is.
Nah, I seen a cat eat them.
But I seen a cat just kill a mouse just because he could, just because it was fun playing with it like a toy.
Yeah. I seen a dog kill a squirrel and not eat it type shit. Just you feel me? I guess those simple things. All right. Well, I guess it was more stupid than I thought.
Right. Why is fuck the supreme swear word? I've always said that fuck is the most expressive word.
But what made that a curse word?
I don't know.
That's what I always wonder. What made a curse word a curse word? Like if I said shit, you know what I'm saying? Like who's the first person to be like, ooh, you feel me? Like what you just say? Say it again. Shit. That sound like it's like you ain't even supposed to be saying it. Like imagine slavery. Did they have curses in slavery?
Oh no.
I'm about to take this shit.
This is a good.
Watch your mouth.
This is a good question, yo. This is a good question, yo.
Watch your mouth.
There might have
don't
to
you be swearing around here. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But fuck means everything. It's a noun, it's a verb, it's an adjective, it's the most expressive word ever. But that's a good question. Who decided that the curse words were the curse words when they became them? Like, how did it all start?
I don't know.
Because there's a list of words that you can't say on TV, but like, who was the person that made that decision?
Like, turned it into a dirty word.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I guess for what it means, like, shit means like another word for poop. But we use it for every fucking thing.
But who even made it that? Like,
I don't
why?
know. Why do shit mean poop?
Yeah.
Because it's dirty and nasty.
Why is it? What if shit was supposed to be beautiful?
But look, but this is what I don't get, right? Niggas be like, yo, I'm tired of shit. Like, what the fuck do that mean? Like, who was the first person to use a curse word out of context? You feel me? Like, that's the question. Like, fuck you can use fuck for anything.
Right.
Yo, hand me the fuck. Or yo, I fuck. Yeah, what the?
I'm fucked up.
I fucked up. I fucked the shit out this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what else?
Look, I'm fucked up and I fucked up.
It's two different just fucked up, period. Yo,
Like-
how was your day?
Like,
Fucked
think
up.
about it. Who the fuck are you, or who the fuck are you?
Right.
It's two different energies, yo.
That's funny, yo. But yeah, that was a good question, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We could go for days.
All right, so, why don't we see a body positivity movement for men the way we have seen one for women?
We don't get that luxury.
It's because of the patriarchy. I told you, we're not part of the patriarchy.
Right.
So I'll say that because I always hear everything get blamed on them. But a lot of this shit is their fault. Yeah, we're not going to see a body positivity movement for men because there has to be some type of shallow popularity marker that we still have to hold on to. And one of those is going to be men have to be a certain fit man gets an extra bump in the caliber conversation.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
This is the real reason, right? Why do women body matters? Because that's how men judge women.
Exactly.
Women don't judge men based off of their body. You get what I'm saying?
But they do.
I mean, they do. It matters, but what matters more to a man to a woman?
His money.
Right. You could be the ugliest motherfucker, fat, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
And long as you got some money, you can have the baddest bitch there is out there.
Exactly.
You so the look or the body necessary. I ain't gonna even say the look because you could be a handsome fat nigga. You feel me? You feel me? But the money is what matters.
Yeah.
So we don't care about our bodies enough to want to complain about, oh, bitch,
Yeah,
you.
right.
I'm a skinny nigga.
Right.
I ain't never complained about a bitch calling me skinny.
Exactly.
I bet you gonna get this dick. You feel me, skinny or not? I don't give a fuck. You gonna get this skinny dick, bitch. You feel me? It's good. Fuck you talking about. But yeah, our bodies don't matter.
Right.
So we can't shame anybody if we are not ashamed. Because I know I'm not. I do want to gain some muscle now, though. Because you feel me? Bitches be like, oh, he looks. You ever watch TV with a bitch? And she be like, oh my God, look at his body. And we sitting there like, yeah. Niggas thinking in their head like, yeah, I'm gonna hit some push-ups tonight. Nigga go ahead get to bed like, fuck them.
Fuck
I'm
them.
good. I'm good where I'm
I'm
at.
good.
Bitch, you either love me or hate me. Fuck it. But nah, I'm gonna get in the gym, man. I'm gonna do it. What else we got?
We ain't got nothing.
Well, fuck it. That's it, man. You know where to find us. Go to kjandchill.com and you can find everything that we got to offer. You can find me on Instagram at The Real Chill Mo.
Well, actually, they might just want to hit us on the Instagram because I took down the website.
This nigga always doing something to the right. Is under construction?
Yeah.
All right. KJandchill.com. is under construction. But you can go to KJ and Chill on YouTube. You can go to KJ and Chill or Apple Podcast, and you can check out everything we got. You can go to KJ and Chill on Spotify and check out our new show that we got on Spotify called Burn Notice. We got a lot of things going on. Check out. I don't know. We might have some announcements, so you might want to stay tuned to all our socials. It's a lot of stuff that we know behind the scenes that you guys don't know yet, and as soon as we allowed to talk about it, we will. So, yeah.
All
so
right.
stay tuned, people.
Bye.
You ain't got to say bye so abruptly, but all right.
We out of here.
Yeah, that's my-
Until next time.
Yeah, that's it right there. No, what you used to say? Did you have a catchphrase?
Not for this one.
Oh, all right. Stay stoned, my friends.
Yeah,
Oh, no, wrong show. All right.
Yeah. All right.